in collective knowledge!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, trees and non-binaries, and of the hostile atmosphere, back with more Legends of Runeterra. The Rise of the Underworlds expansion has finally hit alongside patch 2.11, which has given us the biggest change to the entire game of Runeterra since it started, really. We've got 43 new cards and 47, or 48 if you look at Leona, balance updates, and this is honestly shaking the game up to a point where it's hardly recognisable, and I love it. It's time to shake things up again. And with the new cards, behold another montage of me satisfyingly crafting more cards. So with that said, with all the new stuff in, with big updates to Piltover, Bilgewater and Shurima, with the lurk mechanic, I wanted to do the only thing I know how and do something by not playing the obvious deck. Looking at the card pool and looking at the payoffs I've put together based on Bruised by God's list. Great Scott! Because, hear me out here, think about this. The big payoffs for predicting here is now Ekko, absolute value engine, because some of his created cards are just insane. Chrono Break, of course, having different speeding associations with it when you play it. But still, when you want to build Ekko, honestly, I agree with Mogwai in the assessment that he's very hard to build outside of Shurima, because Shurima has the vast majority of the predict effects. I'm sure there'll be more predict added to P&Z soon, until such time. Even though I'm proven wrong in today's video, there are the most efficient ways to level up Ekko would probably be in Piltover and Shurima. So, with that said, you want to put him with Shurima with a certain payoff, and I think the obvious payoff would be Zilean, because he predicts on his own, and you want to predict into his time bombs, and some of the other similar associated control cards also have predict attack onto them as well, with Chronomancer, and the value on Xenotype Researchers is quite immense. So, when you put these two together, all I can see is a mad scientist and a master of time travel, and a punk who's going on a time rip-roaring adventure with a love of punk rock. It's Doc Brown and Marty McFly. Hence the name Great Scott. It's a Back to the Future reference, even with stuff like Sir Percival being a DeLorean, Fallen Feline being Einstein, the Prof's dog, but which I'm going to assume is a cat because I'm much more of a cat person. Jennifer, Marty's girlfriend, is either Xenotype Researchers or Practical Perfectionist. Am I reading too much into this? Probably. But I like the references to classic 80s sci-fi adventures. But as a deck, this deck is a very fiddly, very skill-intensive control deck. I've not really seen much like it, and it's very tough, and my lack of a win streak has sufficiently made it to the cutting room floor, but there's a lot of minutiae and planning and forward thought you really got to apply to play this deck well, and it's going to be something that I'll have to learn into. It'll be a learning curve, but time is on my side thanks to these two friends. But yeah, I've got some interesting games here with a very spicy Ekko mirror, and more importantly, an indication to what the state of Aurelia Azir looks like, because those nerfs hit perfectly. In any case, the games sort of speak for themselves. This is a deck I'm going to be tinkering with a lot more, alongside gross things with Karma, maybe some Poros, And we'll see whatever else I can brew and what the metagame looks up in the coming weeks. But yeah, I'll cover that quite effectively right here on the Hostile Atmosphere. But now, the game itch. You poor thing, you're still trying to play this in this world. I feel like we make enough of a board state where we have a shot, but the matchup's not great. I love seeing that drop board in the opening hand. We're going to mulligan these, because they're a little clunky.
See what we see, soldier.
Heads up.
Sand and blood!
Nuh-uh.
We're actually going to preserve this to block future blades, so we are just going to play Grandpa.
Haven't I been here before?
No play on 2 is great for me. Wow. We'll predict first. Do this Mystic Shot. Oh. Man, losing the attune on this really hurts it. Take 2, no big deal. They're out of mana now, I think we'll play the Time Bomb. Oh, then I have a cheeky way to save this.
Man, I'm good.
It reasonably shouldn't block. Come on, it's a nerd and a hoverboard nerd. There it is. You'll break the spell mana.
Give me grace enough to rest my doubts. These are my streets.
I can take the one from this other blade, it's fine. Okay, well I gotta punish them a little bit, right?
Ekko!
We'll play this other drop border.
Better dead than topside. Twirl!
Always forward!
You get here. You lock here.
Real good to see you.
Oh, this deck feels so much weaker now. Alright, Ekko.
If it ain't my favorite time-traveling genius, punk buddy. Well, I'd be weirded out if I wasn't.
True. Not Zilean.
This is my time. That's my cue.
Level up. Oh, hell yeah.
I've been practicing, and it's not perfect. But look,
If your prediction is correct, I must to look forward
The future is whatever I make it.
Make no mistake, I literally just got the skin because he looks really hot in this art. That is the only reason. I have aesthetic choices. I care about things. Okay, go. Cool. The chumps have to defend.
Real good to see you.
I don't care about that 1 damage from the blade, it's fine. They played 2 out of 3 shapestones, so I doubt they're going to punch me any further. Cool. Sure. Do I care? I don't think I do. And apparently they don't either. Alrighty then.
Just as I thought.
Just as I thought too, Grandpa Spells. Just as I surmised. Ooh. This man has grand ambitions. I'm very interested in this. This will be sweet. Okay, actually, do I even really like the right negation? Because against Noxus, they're going to just do the usual burny thing. I think I'm going to keep the Zilean type. Ah, cool. Okay. How badly do we want to play into a Culling Strike? Because they just Culling Strike Zilean every single time. Sure.
What do you make of that?
Not sure.
It's like tomorrow, but in triplicate. Oh dear, who upset the Tower Guardian? A one, a two, oh boy! Yep. Yep.
Oh, she accidentally cloned herself. That's so funny. All in. They'll probably just block these two. Take his minimum damage. Come on, Grandpa, let's go. Hell yeah.
The way is always the same.
At least this way now we have the potential to protect him from a Culling Strike. Okay. What's there? Yeah, 5, mine's distinctly less.
By my
The hand will Noxus rise.
That's new. You're provoking it.
carefully, researchers. There's no rush. Witness strength.
Honestly, I can take 6. Wow, they ranked forward their Swain. Nice. Man after my own heart. Ooh, a big cat. Nice. We'll play cat first.
Slip through my paws!
Okay, got it. I think maybe.
We then swing with like all of the followers. Put some pressure on. We let this go through. They trade.
Dare oppose Noxus.
Absolutely fine. They can't Culling Strike Z anymore. Get their swing off the board. Playtime first. There's your boy. Hell yeah. Well, this is the card selection I've wanted from this game since the beginning, because I'm so used to just all of the blue cantrips and scries from Magic. Joy.
New tech, new tricks, new day, new song.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Ooh,
Gotta focus.
jump it.
Real good to see you. All coming back to me now.
I'm not doing anything while there's possibly them killing Zilean, because this is how I win this. Zilean's how I win this game. There it is. It's in the map for ages.
The future isn't what it used to be.
And now we can block a swine.
Present and future.
All in my hands. Ooh. Yeah.
See you soon, friendos!
No.
Just out of reach. I got you, little guy. I could have sworn he said something. Doubt me. I love that.
That was a mistake to cast Scorched Earth. Yep. That's on me.
Wait.
I love it when things converge like that. Back in the game. Heading topside. Right, I remember this.
Yeah, that mistake attacking in really cost us.
No, deja vu isn't what it used to be.
Right, that's a good bit of synergy. We're just getting buried in card advantage right now. Yeah. All went in the toilet when we threw Zilean in that combat. We really shouldn't have done that. There's a real distinction.
Not do that again.
Yeah, no, let's not. Shall we, Ekko? There's a real distinction between like front line and back row champions. There are champions that really can just do a lot of work for you in combat, and some champions that just have to stay in the back regardless of their stats. Zilean's a back row champion, and I forgot that. And that's why I think them designing Ekko to have strikes to give you his time tricks is so helpful. But yeah, that really cost us. But it's a new season, new pool of cards, and we can't let ourselves get beaten down by poor choices. This is what learning is all about. Let's go again. Shadow Isles, Sejuani. And they are.
The crystal!
They're out there. I'll spot them.
What do you make of that?
Not
I'm
sure.
not sure.
Ooh.
See you soon, friendars!
For the homestead.
Don't touch that!
Not bad.
Alert the village.
In the meantime, have a thick Zilean.
Now,
Where am I? Random, I love it. Oh, it might be just like a Yeti's variant? I don't know. I have no idea what's up. Right.
make haste.
Duh, of course.
I've been practicing, and it's not perfect.
If your prediction is correct,
We have much to look forward to. Sure.
what will you have?
Wow. Well, the fiddly faddly not, right? There you get a random champion. Level. Present and future. All in my hands. That's a cool voice line, but I prefer time waits for no one but me.
Back at the table.
Hey twist, broke ass card. Demo's decent.
Where they fall, freedom grows.
Right. An equally broke ass card.
Blue as the serpentine.
This thick Ekko. 3 slow Chrono Blakes. Lovely.
Got a good feeling about tomorrow. Things aren't gonna improve themselves.
I think what we do is we Mystic Shot twist. Okay.
Hold it, partner.
Little Thermo Beam twist.
I'll be right back.
We make many cards. Okay. Oh wow.
Just as I thought.
Yes, because when you put one value control deck up against another value control deck, whoever can value the hardest wins. And I valued harder because I was drawing the exact cards I wanted, and built up a fairly thick board state thanks to Xenotub researchers. Well, after a very, very shaky record today, I will endeavour to earn you some stripes, friend. But time is waning and time is winding down, so we are going to call it there, friends. Thank you for watching. Like if you like QC and subscribe if you want to see more. There'll be much tinkering with Legends of Runeterra as well as a few other card games. I've been loving Skyweaver, and the fine developers behind it have been very supportive of me making content around it, so I expect to see a lot more Skyweaver in the coming months. But there'll be some magic here and there. There'll be more Runeterra as we try to crack the code of Rise of the Underworld. I will probably end up playing a bit of Lurk, playing a bit of Ezreal Karma, thanks to Karma being a reasonable mana cost, as well as Real Varionia. I know it's polarized a lot of people in the player base, but I love a 4 mana Will and I love a 5 mana Karma. It will lead to some gross things. But still, that's what's getting me excited, and there may be some content around Storybook Brawl, because I've been seeing that game a lot around my Twitter, and I'll be posting some journalism about it on .gg. Links can be found in my link tree down below, but thanks for watching, and until next time, live free and play well.